is biomimicry? Biomimicry is a creation inspired by animals or living things. Biology is the study of living things. Mimic means imitation and copying, so biomimicry is basically copying living things. What are some examples of biomimicry? The first example of biomimicry in real life is the bullet train, also known as Shinkansen. But Japan's bullet train had a problem. When bullet trains went through tunnels, air built in front of the train as it entered the tunnel. When the train left the tunnel, it resulted in a loud bang noise. This was disturbing to people who live nearby, passengers on the train, and wildlife. But this problem was later fixed when they realized the kingfisher bird with its long narrow beak. It was perfectly shaped for going into the water. The beak would slide into the water. The water would flow past the beak instead of being pushed in front of it. That was the bullet train's problem. The bullet train's model was pushing air in front of it, that when it left the tunnel, it resulted in a loud bang noise. Engineers studied the kingfisher's beak. So the kingfisher's beak helped them design the front of the train. The second example of biomimicry are planes. Flight is a really efficient and fast way to travel, but how are they biomimicry? Well, planes are a really simple example of biomimicry. Birds use a swimming motion to get the lift needed to fly. Plane wings have a similar shape as bird wings, but instead of flapping their wings, they use engines to lift them into the air. Airplanes look like birds, fly similar to birds. So that must mean planes were inspired by how birds look and fly. In the past, people studied how birds fly, and made planes as inspiration. Did you know that there are two spellings of airplane? There is aeroplane and airplane. The first example is the Mercedes-Benz Bionic. The design was inspired by a yellow boxfish. They decided to design it like this because of the lack of drag of its body shape. The car goes at an average speed of 147.9 to 174 miles per hour, which is nice and fast. And the design is very unique and creative. The fourth example of biomimicry is shark skin. Shark skin is made up of many overlapping scales called dermal denticles, that can be seen when viewing shark skin under an electron microscope. The denticles grooves that run down their length in the direction of water flow, which makes the water move by more quickly. Scientists have managed to replicate shark skin and use it for certain swimsuits. The fifth example of biomimicry is the lotus flower. The surface of the lotus flower naturally repels dirt and dust, keeping its petals clean. If you've ever viewed a lotus leaf under a microscope, you may have noticed a sea of tiny protuberances like nails that act as barriers against dust grains. A paint with similar abilities was created after 4 years of research by the German business ISPO. The surface of the paint pushes away dust and dirt, preventing the need to wash the outside of a house. Biomimicry is a very important thing, and it could help with world problems like climate change in future.